No, can I get yours?
And actually, it's the same species of falcon that a fella flew just about 4,000 years ago, along with some other guys. You know who the fella was?
Moses.
Moses. Moses was the man that actually trained this species of bird and flew them. He's called the sacred falcon. He's found in Egypt, Pakistan, Kuwait, all in that area of the globe. Now, the interesting thing about it also is some of the other people that used to fly this species. King Solomon flew him. Ezekiel the prophet, Isaiah the prophet. One of the magi that went to see the Christ child had this bird in the caravan to feed the rest of the caravan. These guys right here has been responsible for putting a lot of food on the table. Now, if you want to come this direction, let's look at some other guys. Blackjack Pershing, General George Patton, Norman Schwarzkopf, all of the Kennedys. They've all taken turns in flying this species here, the sacred falcon. Sacred translates from Arabic into English is sacred bird. This guy right here has the nostrils that are built just like the intake of a jet aircraft. That jet aircraft has a knob right in the center part of it. Have any of you ever looked inside of the nose cone of the photograph of a jet engine?
Yeah.
What do you see there? A big round knob, right?
Yeah.
That's the high velocity air intake cone. And what that does is it breaks down the air so that the engine will not stall out. Not only that, they copied it from this bird right here because they have the same setup in the nostrils. They copied it. It's been used ever since, and there's been so much from this bird that's been implemented and put into the aircraft that we use today, especially the high pursuit, high performance, aerial combat mission aircraft like the F-18, the Super Hornet, the F-16, all the Tomcats. Have you noticed how the wings are straight when they take to the air, but all of a sudden when they need to develop a tremendous amount of speed, you know what happens? They retract the wings. And the purpose for that is what happens is when you have lift, there's a byproduct of lift called drag. The more lift you have, the more drag you're going to have. So in order to generate the amount of speed that's necessary for aerial combat, they have to bleed off the lift as well as the drag. So we're going to see if we can get this guy airborne. I think he'll fly for us. All right. Interested? He's interested. All right. Get airborne, bud. Hop, hop. Ho, hop. All right. Sit back and watch the beauty and grace of this incredible creature. Hop, hop, ho, ho, ho. Hop. Fly away on me. Hop, hop, hop. Coming low. Ho, hop. Hop, hop, hop.
No, I know, yeah.
No grabbing
Heads,
it.
heads.
Hop, ho. Come on by, one more tramp, bud. Then it's yours. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop. There you go, guys. Now, while he's doing that, take a look at the wings. Look at the wings.
They're back.
How many of you saw Raiders of the Lost Ark? What they did was they copied the Ark of the Covenant on the Ark. Remember how the wings were over the top of that Ark? That's a warning. It says if you handle and you don't have the proper order of the priesthood, you will die. There was a Hebrew that didn't believe that. That Ark went to topple, and when he went to steady it. And when it did, he dropped dead. How many of you remember Patriarch Carlson? He gave me a story that I found incredibly interesting. According to him, he came across an article a research paper that was conducted way up north. I think it was in Ann Arbor. What they did was they duplicated the Ark of the Covenant with the same material, the same dimensions, everything about it. They found that it was too dangerous to leave standing around. They had to destroy it because it collected sufficient amounts of static electricity that it would kill a man. That's what happened to that Hebrew, guys. He dropped dead from electrocution. So that's amazing, isn't it? Simply by the way, come on, Stratus. There you go. Good job.
Isn't that a beautiful bird?
All right, guys. Listen, I want to thank you
Well, thank
for
you.
your attendance. We certainly do appreciate it. One thing I want to leave you with is a rather strong and a charging environmental message. On June 20th, 1782, our national symbol was accepted, which was the American bald eagle. That was June 20th, 1782. During those days, it was said there were between 700 and 750,000 American bald eagles in the skies over North America, Canada, Alaska, Nova Scotia, and parts of Russia. Now, what's happened is from that time, since that time, the numbers of bald eagle had dropped dramatically to between 600 and 700 breeding pair. That was in 1973. Congress recognized what was going on, and they put into place the enactment of the Endangered Species Act. And by the end of 1973, President Richard Nixon signed that law into effect. Now, by 1982, the count was made. They found 2,800 eagles back in the wild. By 1993, they found that there was 14,000 or 15,000 of them. By the year's end of 1997, the count was made. They found between 60 and 65,000 of them back. 2,000. He was upgraded from endangered to threatened. And today we have approximately 250,000 of them back in the skies over North America. We've been able to delist the American bald eagle from the endangered species list, and right alongside of it, the Anonymous peregrine falcon, because there were fewer than 1,200 of those birds in those days. Now we've got sufficient amounts of both to delist both of them. So guys, take care of your environment. Make sure that you treat it as you should, because you could very easily lose what you have, one of your most precious resources. And on behalf of U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, the Department of Natural Resources, Winged Ambassadors Environmental, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, thank you for your attendance, and I hope you go home with a lot more than you came here with. And thanks for participating. Go ahead with your